What up YouTube? It's the Ways and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. Yes, today I'm excited. I have not been in front of the camera in a hot minute. I've been filming my declutters and it's just not the same. It's not the same. I like to be in front of you guys. I like to be putting on some makeup, and today we're going to do that. Today we're going to get into the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Yes? Yes. All right. So during the intro, go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang. If you are, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all the support on the channel. Like always, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. Y'all, Lego. I don't even want to talk too much. I really want to put this palette on my face. This is the packaging of I Need a Warm by Natasha Denona, and this is the palette itself. Yes, I'm here for the packaging. It has the different vibe underneath, but it has this plastic piece on top, which I really appreciate because a lot of times with Natasha Denona palettes, you can get a lot of fingerprints and whatnot all over this palette. So this is really, really nice. I'm going to get into depth of more of the shades. I really just want to get this on my eyes. Like, I've been waiting to play in this. I did get it when it launched, actually before it launched. Like, Natasha Denona sent out an email and said, you can get it now if you're part of her program, her loyalty program. This is what the palette looks like. Let me get it closer for you. Very warm neutral. Very neutral with some warmth. I was a little skeptical at first because I was like, I just got the golden palette and I really enjoy the golden palette. But looking at it, the golden palette has a lot more yellow undertones, where this one seems more peachy, neutral, you know, warm, but not like warm like the bronze palette. And we will get into some comparisons. I did, because I'm on the Natasha Denona rewards program, I had like $25 off. So I got this palette for like 40 bucks, which is pretty cool. Maybe $44 or something like that. Like, it was a steal. I was like, yes, okay, we'll go for it. So I'm excited. There's new formulas in this palette. There's this, like, it's a creamy matte, but it's a different type of cream to powder type formula. I'm really excited about that. And then there's some new neutrals. The other reason is there is a multi-chrome in this palette. I think there's a multi-chrome and a duochrome, but I know that this is the multi-chrome and it looks gorgeous. Like, it's an orangey type of vibe and I'm here for it. So anyways, let's run the swatches. I want to play in this palette. Like I said, we'll do some comparisons afterwards, but I really want to put this on my eyes. So here are the swatches of the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette in Sunlight. Here are the swatches with no sunlight. You can see the flip. Should have put it all the way through, but woo! And obviously that's my favorite color. One of my lights went out. I'm gonna have to up the lighting on my actual ring light. I do apologize about that. Like I said, I haven't been filming, so I had none of my stuff prepped and ready to go. It's okay though. We're here and we're gonna make it happen. So if the lighting just looks different between this film and later on films, that's why. Plus, I just feel like I'm off, but oh. Hopefully those swatches were fantastic. So I had my husband pick out a color to use. And can you only imagine what color he picked? You can't, because he picked mellow. I said, what? That? Okay. Okay, we'll build around that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build around that shade. I think I'm going to start off with the color Frevor. And I know Natasha Denona's shadows get a little darker. They like oxidize normally. I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Ooh. Oh yeah, I see the peach in there. I see the peach, very pretty. So let's just make sure we have no creases. And let's go into that color. I'm gonna take this Sigma. This is her regular matte, E3038, her creamy matte. And we're just gonna pop this. We're gonna like press and blend into the crease. Just not going all the way. I like that tone. Because it's like a warm terracotta. Like, it has peach, but it's like terracotta on me, like vibes. Orangey terracotta vibes. My dog is snoring over here. It's okay. Paris is living her best life. And that was easy. And you could do this just like, I could do that all over the lid. I hate that my light went out. I'm sorry, guys. But we cannot stop this show because of a light. Like, I'm so sorry. What I like about this now, looking at the palette even closer and like playing with that first shade, the browns, if you just look at the mattes, the browns on this side here, focus on the palette, here, up into here are all more warm leaning. They're neutrals, but they're more warm than the mattes over here, which more of a neutral matte. Not cool, but cooler than over here. So I appreciate that we can go two different ways in this palette with the browns and what you want to do. But plus, you can also mix and match, which I am definitely going to do. But right now, we're going to stick on this warmer side of the palette. I think I want to go into this color called Ripe, which is here at the top. But I just have a feeling, this is very peachy, that it's going to get too dark on me for a brow bone highlight. I don't know, let's try it. We'll take the same brush, we'll just clean it off with my color switch. And we'll take that color just on the outside here. Yeah, it's too dark. For a brow bone highlight, I would probably use Mellow, but that's the color we're gonna put on our lid. I'm gonna go back into Fevor. Just deepen this. Then I want to take this color called Flash Over, which is the new shade like formula. Ooh, wow, way more. It's a very smooth satiny look. I feel like it has a little bit more pigment off the back than her regular cream to powder formula. What is this called? It's not here. I'm not sure. We're going to use the same brush though, and we're going to take that color and we're going to, yeah, it picks up even better than her cream to powders, kinda. The cream to powders you can build up, so they're not bad. And I really do like them, but the texture is different than this. So I'm seeing if we can get some depth from this color based off what we already have on our eye. It's really hard to see because there's no light over here. Let's go on this side. I'm just patting it here in the outer V to see if we can get some depth on our skin tone. Plus, I did put the eyeshadow primer down, which I always will use an eyeshadow primer. But this one is a little brighter than your normal, like, my NARS pink, my MAC pink pot. So it will make colors pop a little bit more. I see some depth. It is a little different. I feel like it's not as peachy as the other tone that we used first, the Fevor, I think that's how you say it. Flash Over is very pretty too, and I could probably wear it by itself and even like get a little bit more depth with maybe the darker tone in this palette or like a different shade. But I think the depth is there. I like the way that matte is performing. I think it's pretty cool. Let's get that Fevor back, the first shade, and just blend in here a little bit. But what we're gonna do is we're going to cut the crease, but not cut the crease. We're just gonna take a little bit of this eyeshadow base, like very little, because this is a lot. We're just gonna tap it right there. And I'm going to blend it out, and then we'll drop our other shade. I just want it to be like a little bit more bare, but I don't want it to be like a full-blown cut crease. But I need this shade I'm about to put on to really pop. And so that's why we're priming it a little bit. I put on my concealer because I wanted to finish up the eyes. I went in with my Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer by Denona. It is a lot lighter. Trust the process. It will be blended out once I get my foundation and bronzer and all that kind of good stuff on. But I wanted to lay a foundation for underneath my eyes, and this is in number 10. So then we're going to take a flat Sigma brush. This is a E55, and we're going to go into that color Mellow that my husband picked out as my main color in this look. Yes. And we're going to drop this all over our lid. Okay. All over our lid. If you wanted to go in with a shimmer, you could. You could do whatever you want. All matte look is cool too. We're definitely not doing an all matte look, but this, the top part of our lid will be. Just want to make sure I have no creases in my base. I could have used the concealer as well, as they're very close in tone. We're just going to pop this. This is the brightest matte in the palette, and it does have a peachy undertone. I would have probably, like, for this type of look, wanted something really bright, but, you know, it's a different vibe. It's not as intense. Maybe if you're not used to, like, a bright lid. I definitely see the peach in here. There's a lot of peach going on here. So I guess this is the perfect palette for this season, for this year's main color, right? Okay, I think it's cute though. I think it's cute. I just want to make sure it's all covered. I'm patting so I get the most intensity out of that shade on my lid, not swiping. Then what I want to do is I'm going to take the brush I had before, go back into Flash Over, which is the darker shade, and just blend in here. So everything looks real seamless. But I'm going to take a pencil brush and I want to go into this multi-chrome. Let's do that. I think it would give us a little something extra. Phenomena, I don't know. But that is her. This is her. We are shifting from a gold to green to like an orangey peach. In the camera is not doing it justice because in my mirror I see the fire in this shade. So yes, we're putting this on. I'm gonna take this little pencil brush by Sigma. It's not picking it up too great, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spray this with whatever you have, and we're gonna drop it on our lower lash line all the way through. I really love the fire in this shade. I don't think I swatched it. Let's swatch it. You can see the fire in the shade now, where on my finger you might see the green. In here, in my mirror, it's fantabulous. Is that a word? It's fire. Yes! So this is the first final look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. So this is cute. I really like it. I like how it came out. It's a very neutral-esque vibe. Let me tell you how I wrapped up this look. I went ahead and set underneath my eyes and my face a little bit with this Natasha Denona foundation powder, the High Glam Powder Foundation in NY12. Just set underneath my eyes, just in my T-zone a little bit, just to set the makeup down. Oh, my foundation I use, my Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. Love this, Y503. So we use that set with the powder because this is very like hydrating, glowy. So I want to like set it down a little bit. Then, my lips are juicy, literally. But for the eyes, or actually what I did was I used this, I got this new little palette from Give, and this is their Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. It's pretty dark. Actually, it's a pretty dark. This one is in Heat Wave. I don't think it's the darkest. I got this at like TJ Maxx for like $8. I had to try it. And actually, like, highly impressed by the pigmentation. You're not able to see so much because everything's so blended, but I did use the cream in here, jawline, under here, chiseled a little bit, and then use the powder bronzer in here and in here to warm me up. I really like it. I really, really like it, and I love the packaging. I could even probably have gone for a shade lighter. So cute. Then for my blush, I went in with my Item Beauty blush. I thought this would be nice to pop out the pink in the duochrome, the peachy shades. I think it just looks really pretty. This is an I'm Crushin'. It's Blushin' Light Cream Blush. They say it's a cream, but it's more like a powder, cream to powder. It's so nice. I don't know why they got rid of this. Love this. I even got one for my sister, a different tone. So good. So I had to keep that around and use that today. Let's see what else. Went in with my Natasha Denona highlighter. Again, just on top as the highlighter. Love that, like I said. For my lips, or no, my mascara, I went in with the Bon Sejour Big, I don't know, but I really like this mascara. I think I like it better than the other one, the Lash Idol. I think that this one is fire for what I want. It gives me the volume. I don't have to put much effort. Loving it. Okay, I think the other one lifts a little bit more, but volume, yeah, this is it. For my bottom lashes, I put it there too. Not my favorite because the brush, but I made it work. I made it do what it do. If you can catch this on a sale, which they typically do go on half off during Sephora and Ulta sales, I definitely recommend trying this mascara. For my lips, I went in with my Fenty Beauty Traced Out Pencil Lip Liner. This is an extra thigh. Very neutral on me, so I thought it was fitting. And then I went in with my Juicy Tube. Oldie but goodie, Juicy Tube. This is in Hallucination. It's the original. Perfect. It's just a vibe. It just goes good. I want a glossy effect. They get a little thick, okay? But I really love a good Juicy Tube. So with the palette, I didn't mention, but it is a 15-pan palette. Like all of Natasha Denona mini palettes. I just want to jump in, so I didn't want to talk about it too much. We talk about it a little later. You know my videos be long. But we did go in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shadows out of the 15-pan palette. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to hit up all of these shades. It's just the fact that I only use one shimmer in this palette, but I think the shimmers are going to be gorgeous. It's really trying to figure out what we think about the mattes. And honestly, I love the new formula. I like the tone in this one that we use. A Frevor Ripe was just an outside like highlight. I want to kind of see the difference between that and Mellow, but Mellow looks very light here. But as you can see on my lid, it is very peachy and gives more color, especially since I did use the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. You might think it might pop even more, but that's just the tone of the shadow, even though it looks so deep in the pan. This is looking like a really brown girl friendly palette. Love the duochrome. Love the duochrome, multi-chrome. I want to spread that all over my lid and probably will, just not in this video because we got to use all these other shimmers, but really good so far. Let's keep playing. Love how this look came out. If you're feeling the vibe of this look, go ahead and drop me a peach in the comments. Okay, a peach. Yes, we can Georgia on you. Georgia, like my husband said. It's not Georgia, it's Georgia. I think that's, I don't know. But drop me a peach in the comments if you're feeling the vibe of this look. Definitely give me a huge thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe of this look. And let's get into look number 2. Y'all, let's get into the second look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. I'm excited to hop back into this palette. I did actually use this palette over the weekend and did like a little smoky type of vibe for my husband's birthday. I have to say off top, I already said it in the last video, but this formula is fire. Let's do another look. I'm really excited to dig into more of these shades. I think I want to go more, this I feel was a little bit more warm side. I think I want to hit up the more neutral tones and some of these shimmers over here. So that's where we're going to live a little. Okay, I'm going to go into this color called Spot. This is what she looks like. It is neutral, but it does have, you see it's getting darker. I have lotion on too, sorry. But it is getting darker. Ooh. But it does have a little bit of a peachy vibe. So let's use this as kind of like a transition shade and see what it do. I kind of wanted to do a different type of look today. I'm just patting out my base. And this is a rougher 27. This soft spot is a regular Natasha, a normal Natasha Denona creamy matte. Is deep. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go, it looks really light in the pan. One of the, not light, but it is mid-tone. I'm just going to take it here in this little part of my eye that kind of creases, like kind of goes into my crease, but not all the way through the crease. And we're just going to let it live out here. I'm going to pat it a little bit. And then kind of blend that. That is a really pretty shade. Very neutral for me. I like that. I'm going to take a smaller brush because I really want to be a little bit more precise. And I'm going to take the same color. This is a E45 by Sigma, a tapered blending brush. And we're going to take it on the inside of the eye a little bit here. It doesn't have to be too concentrated, but I do want it to be like right in the center. I didn't bring this shade all the way down. I kind of want this negative space through my eye. Okay, that's looking pretty cool to me. Now I want to see if I can deepen this up a little bit. I think the rougher 27 is great for blending, but it's a little too big because I want to be a little bit more precise. I think I'll still use the tapered brush, and I want to go into this color called Vim, and I want to see if it gives us more depth on top of this soft spot color. And Vim is really dead in the middle of the palette. It's this matte right here. And yeah, it looks deeper. It looks warmer. You could tell there's more peachiness in there. I just don't know if it's going to give us the depth we really want, but let's see. Let's check this out. What I really want, I should say. Just in the same area, but just in the crease, like right there. I want that to look blended out with the lighter color, and then I want it to look like it's giving me some depth. I don't really think that it is per se compared to this first color. What I think it's doing is just giving me more warmth, because I feel soft spot is more neutral. So that's okay. We'll just keep building that up a little bit. I kind of evened out the other eyes so you can just really focus on the warmth that color Vim brought us compared to soft spot. I think I want to take a little bit of Vim on the inside as well. Just more like here, not all the way on the inside, just like more on the, just right here, like a little bit, literally, not a whole bunch. All right, so we're gonna use Homie. Oh, that is like taupey too. And I'm just gonna swatch it. Look at, I'm gonna use my finger. I'm gonna go on the negative space there. I'm gonna bring it through here. Doesn't have to be anything too precise. I love the tone of this one. And the shimmer in it. That's pretty. It's like a taupey type of shade to me, but there's something else in there, like maybe some gold, and it's not giving me like fallout all over the place like some of her super duper shimmery shadows. Nothing too precise. That looks super pretty. I love those tones together. I don't know what it is about a taupey shimmer, but it is like everything to me. They're so good. I just love them because it's not like too cool tone, but it gives me what I want with a cool tone. I don't know. This is kind of messing up because I was cleaning up and I had that eyeshadow base. I don't want it to look like it's so crisp here. I'm just going to take a little bit of soft spot and blend this out. This is super duper pretty. This shimmer can stand on its own. I don't know what the formula is. I will have to do my research, guys, but it's a beautiful. I'm gonna take a brush though, and I'm gonna go into Homey. This is a Moda brush. It's kind of fluffy, but it's like nice to like press. So I just want to press in the middle here. Oh, you can see how the brush just like amplified it. So you can still be really precise. And it's not falling all over the place. I really like this formula, whatever this is. And I do think it is her new one. That is a gorgeous. I kind of want to stop here, but I'm not. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to stop here, but you could stop here because this would be gorgeous by itself. I'm going to take a little bit more in the tapered brush. I'm going to go back into a soft spot and maybe a little bit of Vim together and just reinforce this right here because I don't want it to be sparkly in the front. And then I'll take my fluffy brush. I'm kind of going to swipe it on my color switch and just like slowly buff that color up in here. I'm really loving this, but I want to play with more shadows, and these shimmers are calling me because they're more taupey, which are these two right here. So these three are your most taupiest, these three right here. The one we used, which was Homey, which I love Homey. This is, you can see it's a darker shimmer, which is Hanker. And then Dynamism. I think I want to use Hanker because it is a shimmer, but it's more subtle. I think that would be really pretty. Ooh, it's kind of bronzy with a little gold. It's like a bronze. That's really pretty. Yeah, we're going to use this one. I think Homey needs to live its best life on the lid because it is gorgeous. And the shimmer is out of this world. So you can see Hanker. That would definitely be a color I would use by itself as well. It does have more gold tone to it. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake. Let me do Dynamism. Okay, that one has more pink. No, they're both beautiful. We'll use that one in our next look because that is fire. I want to see it compared to the duochrome. I mean the multi-chrome. Yeah, they're totally different. Really pretty. Okay. But we're going to go in with Hanker, which is at the bottom. I love that. I don't know. These last few palettes, the I Need a Nude, the gold, it's like, yeah, the mattes are basic browns. But these shimmers have been like so good. They're so cute. They're neutral enough. I like a neutral shimmer. So they're right up my alley, but they bring a little something different. I can't wait to compare them all, honestly. I don't know if I'm doing it in this look. I might just bring another video like swatching shimmers and mattes in these last few in these last few Natasha Denona palettes because I know they're different, but how different? How different and what is like... how do they stand out compared to each other? I'm going to go back into soft spot real quick because I really want this concentrated out here. We'll go back in with the taper blending brush and go into Vim again. And we'll just lightly dust this along the bottom lash line. Just because I want to bring in some more warmth. Which I know that this shade we're about to put on is like a gold bronzy shade. So pretty. But... it will sit on top of this. Now let's see if this color is going to make a difference on top. I'm actually gonna clean the brush that I use with the shimmer, the Moda brush. Clean it off with my color switch. Go into Hanker, kind of on the sides of the brush. Really, I've really put it all over. But really the sides. We're gonna go ahead and spray this shadow. So it's gonna look a little different than what we might expect. But let's drop this on the bottom lash line. It's not bright. It just gave more of a smoky effect to the bottom lash line. And then it has a little something in there that's making it stand out, which is the bronzy gold. I like it. Could do this so many different types of ways. I'm glad we tried it like this. But I would put this all over my lid. I'm not sure if you can really see the effect Hanker is giving with the camera, but it is gorgeous. Plus, I dropped it on top of another shadow, so it changed the integrity of the color, which you can tell it's like a bronzy gold. I would have expected this to be in the gold palette. I think there's one close to it, but that's so pretty. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. I really want it to be kind of smoky, dramatic, so we're gonna keep it here. I'm gonna finish doing my face, and I will bring you the second finished look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Yes, so this is the final look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Well, the second look. We have one more. I had to switch out of the red shirt because it was not giving with this look, and I'm so glad I did because I really like how this looks. A little bit more elegant, maybe for a night out on the town, maybe for like a work look. I think that this would be so cute and so fire. And I just had to put on a blazer because the red was not working with the look, to be honest with you. Let me tell you how I wrapped up this look. I use a lot of the same products that I used before. I really think that this Gwen Stefani little trio is a really super duper nice. Plus, I think it went well with this look because it gave me some cool tones, it gave me some warmth, and it's kind of that neutral vibe. Like, so I'm really feeling this little palette right here, and I like the pigmentation that it's bringing. I think I said that in my last look, but I'm highly impressed by it. For my cheeks, I didn't really know where I wanted to go, honestly, because I didn't want to put too much orange. I didn't want to put too much pink. I really wanted to stay in this neutral, kind of leaning cool tone vibe, not even gonna lie. So I went in with my Danessa Myricks Dewy Cheek and Lip Palette, and I used this color right here, which is kind of a nude. It's called Nuditude. So it's a very, very light on my cheeks, and I kind of blended it with that bronzer from the Gwen palette. So that's what's on my cheeks right now. I did that over powder too, so you know that's a good cream product. I went with my eyes. I added my Melt gel, ultra gel matte liner, and this one is in Spliff, so it's just a brown, and I added it to my waterline. For my mascara, I could not find the mascara I normally use. I thought it was the Bond. This one was the Bond Lancome one because they look like the same style, but this was the Marc Jacobs. So my mascara wasn't exactly the way I wanted it to look, but it's still cute, and it's just black mascara. But I just want to let you know it wasn't the same mascara, just in case you were wondering. Same highlighter, Natasha Denona. And for my lips, so I went a little bit different. I did 2 lip liners. I did these are both by Makeup Forever. I wanted to play off the cool, neutral, warm, leaning, and I kind of mixed these together. More on the inside is cacao or endless cacao, okay? And then on the outside is my limitless brown, and kind of just merged those 2 liners together. For the center, I went in with this little Melt liquid lipstick. This came from the Bailey Sarian and Melt collab, and this one is in Foxglove. I don't know. I want to play with the taupey vibes in the eye, nude lip, very sophisticated, very cutesy, very mindful. Okay, I had to do it. Anyways, that's how we wrapped up this look. I think it's super duper cute. Like I said, I think because I'm more of a neutral undertone, kind of warm leaning, but more like neutral, I like the play on cool tones and neutrals together. This is a warm palette. It says a neutral warm palette. With this look, sticking over on this side of the palette, right? Because we didn't even do the darkest toned matte yet. And I still feel this one pulls pretty cool neutral. It's neutral, but it pulls cool, I think. But these two browns compared to this side of the palette is a little bit more neutral than this side of the palette, which is a little bit more warm. And I think it is fire that you can get that kind of different vibe from one palette. And then depending on what shimmers you use, because Homie is fire. I love this shade. I actually really like the shade Hanker that we went into as well. Like, so pretty. I would throw both of these on the lid and keep it moving. I might even could put this one all over the lid like a smoky shimmer, and then put that one just in the center to top it off. Like, I really love the shimmers that we used in this look, and I think it came out super duper cute. But if you're feeling the vibe of this look, go ahead and drop me an H in the comments for Homie, okay? Because I used to always be like, what up, homie? I still do, like, at work and stuff. What up, homie? They're like, this crazy girl. But, yeah, very cute. Enough about this look. I am ready to do our third and final look. So, I'm gonna wear this one around all day long, and then you'll be looking at the next look. But let me know what you think. Go ahead and give me a huge thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe of this look. I feel like I need to go to the office. I feel like I need to be in a meeting. This is too cute. Too cute. All right, let's go on to look number 3. All right, y'all, let's get into this last and final look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Yes, I think that we've hit all of these mattes except for Pep at the bottom, which we are going to use today. We went really warm. We went pretty neutral, which was really fun. There's still a lot of shimmers in here we haven't touched. Dynamism, which I think this is what I'm going to use today. We haven't used Push. We haven't used Snug, which is more pinky. We haven't used Fancy. I have used Elm in a different, I don't know if I used it in the last look, but I have worn it, which it's really pretty, but I think I want to go a different direction. We used Hanker. I think what I want to do is I'm going to go into the color Vim. I think we're going to use the middle matte. I've already used it. I think we've used all the mattes, honestly. I think we've used all the mattes. This is more of a mid-tone brown. It does have some warmth in there, which is pretty nice. All right, so I want to take something kind of fluffy. I wish I had, actually I do. Let me see if I can clean this off. I really like this 16 by Reffer. I was playing it last night though. This is the 15. We'll use the 15. It's still kind of fluffy. We're going to make sure that we have no creases. I realized with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base, I don't need a lot. I feel like I was using too much. You literally probably just need like one little swipe and it's good to go. All right, let's go into Vim. I just want to put this in my crease. Yeah, let's see. I really want the shimmer to be the star on this look. So we'll see. Just kind of like blending this. Oh, I have this light on, sorry. If it looked weird, let me get another mirror. These mattes are so good. Like, there's not much to them that you need to worry about. Just kind of like tapping it off a little bit just so I don't get too much. That base is kind of creamy and you want it to set a little bit, I think. Well, personally for me, but it still has that grip to it, which is nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, I'm going to go into Mellow. We did use Mellow in our first look. We used Vim in the second look, which was the brown. This is just the lightest color, the lightest matte in the palette. And we're going to take that and I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to clean it off with my color switch. Go into Mellow and I'm just going to put this here, just in the front. Doesn't have to be on the lid because I'm just going to drop the shimmer on there. I really want this to be shimmer heavy. I just wanted something here. I know I want to use I don't even know how to say it, Dynamism, which is this color right here. I think I want to take this all over the lid. I think it's a duochrome. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh yeah, we're putting that all over the lid. I think I want to put something in my highlight though. So I don't know if I want to do Snug. That's pretty. So it has a little pink to it. Or Push. Push is here in the middle. Okay, it has a little bit more, this one has maybe a little bit more like silvery pink, and this is more of a warm type pink. Okay. And then I also have Fancy, which I actually think we'll use. Let me see. Fancy's a like goldish shimmer. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Fancy. Just to give a little contrast and make sure it's a really, really bright. How disrespectful of me not to have like anything on my lips. And so sorry guys, I'm just using this Laneige like little lip balm thing. My lips are super duper dry too. Like what? Paris has a little spa day today. I'm gonna go grocery shopping, but she's gonna be going to her spa in like an hour or so. She's so cute. I have to probably pop a picture of when she went the first time, or like this time I'll pop it up so you can see her because she's so cute and she's so fresh and so clean. Okay, I'm gonna take this Singe 02. We're gonna take Fancy, and I'm just gonna just really softly put this in my brow bone so we have more of a shimmer highlight. Could have used a different brush, but this shimmer is very sheer based. You can see how it highlighted, but it's probably really gonna shimmer in the sun. All right, I'm gonna go back into Vim, which was the first matte, and just really try to like enforce that back so that my shimmer isn't coming all the way down into my crease. Because that is not what I wanted. I want them to be blended. Okay, I got a lot of shimmer on the bottom. This is in some fallout. This is a shimmery shadow. So it could have probably been good to go ahead and spray it a little bit, but I want it to be more ethereal. I want to go into this. I want to drop it all over my eye, dynamism, and I'm going to spray it. I'm going to also put it on with kind of a flatter brush. I'm going to actually use this EO4 by Singe. I think it will pick it up very, very nicely. Her brushes pick up shadows really, really good. That's how we want it. That shade is so beautiful. I love that it's a neutral type of tone on me with something extra. So it's probably gonna look a lot different on different skin tones. But I love this. Is like if I just want to put this on and go, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And it's like a dark shimmer, but it's not, it's like a mid-tone shimmer on me, like beautiful. And that's why I like the brown in there just as a contour to give me a little shape. But when I see this color, it's just gorgeous. It reminds me of the color in the bronze palette. That's my favorite color in the bronze palette. It's like a pinky brown gold color shimmer, and it's very soft and subtle, but it's just something about it that's like fiery gorgeousness. Okay, I'm gonna even out my other eye. Okay, let's wrap up these eyes. I went ahead and did most of my face, but what I want to do, and I'll tell you what we did afterwards, but I want to go into Pet, which is the darkest matte in this palette, and I really just want to smoke out the bottom lash line. It is more cool tone. You'll see here in the swatch. Well, there's a neutral, but I guess, okay, that's a really bad swatch. Hold on. It's like on my knuckles, and it's really creamy, so you can see the difference. There is some warmth, so I do see something peeking through, but it's more neutral, but it is deeper. And I just want to smoke out this bottom lash line. We're going to take this detailed blending E27 by Sigma. I'm going to go ahead and go into Pep. Now I want this little smoky, so I'm going towards the top part of the lash line. And then I'm going to smudge it down. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Vim, which is the first matte that we used on our eye. And I'm just going to blend that out on the bottom part of underneath Pep. So it's all blended. Yes, so this is the third final look using the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Yes, I really love how the eyes came out. I just think this color up top is so freaking fire. Dynamism. I don't know. It's just something about it that just is like, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let me tell you how I wrapped up this look. So I went in with a lot of the same products I already used in the other look. I did find my Lancome mascara, so I did go in with this. I did wrap a little bit of a fancy that we put on our brow bone. I did put it on the inner corner as well, just to wrap this up and brighten everything up. For my cheeks, I did go back in with the Gwen Stefani Duo. Really feeling this. This one is in Heat Wave. And then I went in with the Vanessa Myricks palette. I used this pinky tone this time though, and this one is in Wallflower. So I thought that would bring out the pink in that shadow that we put all over our lid. And for my lips, I just went in with the Fenty Beauty. These are the new ones. This one's called Spice Cold, and this is the Gloss Bomb Stick. Gloss Bomb Stick in Ice Cold. Very good. I just wanted to add that pinky, I guess, element in it, give it a different vibe. The last one was really neutral, cool type gold-esque leaning. Then the first one was more peach, and then this one is giving us a pink vibe. So we're getting different, options in this palette, which is kind of nice. Like, for me, this is very neutral. I love some color. I want to slather oranges and yellows and greens all over my eyelids. But this is like, take me on a business trip. Take me on a business trip, especially for somebody my skin tone. I love the fact that we have a multi-chrome and a duochrome in this palette, because I really feel like this one is a duochrome. I could be wrong. I love the new matte that is in this palette, Flash Over. Give me 5 of those in the next palette. Because they deepen up a lot more than her cream to powders, which I do love. But can we get both? Can we get both? The shimmers, I'm going to do a comparison video. I'm not going to do it in this video. It's just going to take too long. My videos are already really long. But I'm going to come back, even maybe a short, and I'm going to swatch. I never do this, but I want to swatch this palette, compare it to I Need a Nude, I Need the Golden palette, Biba palette, the Bronze palette, maybe even the Glam palette, because not only are there a lot of browns in all of these palettes, but there's a lot of shimmers in all of these palettes, and I just kind of want to compare. I just want to compare, because soon I'm going to be building my own I Need a Warm, okay? But this is so cute. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to see what Natasha Denona does differently in her next launch when she has one. Hopefully we're done with the eye needs and get some color, but this is super duper pretty. I can't even tell you which one is my favorite. Yeah, I'm thinking the golden, honestly, just because I like gold tones, but this is really, really pretty, and I think it would look even pretty on darker skin tones. We have deeper shades, and like I said, don't be scared, because Natasha Denona mattes go deeper than they look in the pan. So I love this look. I think this is my favorite look out of the two. I know it's very neutral, very natural, very simple, and a lot of people like to wear their makeup that way. So this is catering to the people that are like that. Plus you have some pops. Like, you gave me a multi-chrome. I can't. And this is fire. I didn't even put this all over my eye. I just put it underneath my eye. So can't wait to play with that. But I'm highly impressed. I love Natasha Denona formulas. I love the way she plays with mid-tones, light tones, dark tones, light shimmers, dark shimmers, mid-tone shimmers. Like, she gives you them all. She gives you the sheeny shades. You get multiple textures and formulas in these palettes. So I think it's a winner chicken dinner, honestly. If you're feeling the vibe with this look, go ahead and drop me, I don't know, something that makes you feel warm inside. Like it could be a cupcake, it could be some sushi, like anything that makes you feel warm inside. Go ahead and drop that in the comments. Let me know what you think about this palette. What do you think about these looks? They are gonna all kind of be a little similar depending on how you put these tones together, but I think she gave us some nice varieties in the undertones, and that's what she's really, really good at. So give me a huge thumbs up if you're feeling the vibe. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not part of the fam gang, okay? And hit that notification bell so you can be updated every time I load a new video. I hope you enjoyed this one palette 3 looks. And remember, there's only one way to do your makeup, and that's your way. We'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace.